Hey guys, it's Tony here, and for today's video I'm going to be introducing you to my new puppy. So I got it on the 11th of June and she was 8 weeks old when I got her, and today is the 2nd of July, so this week she's 11 weeks old. She's a Hunterway Cross, supposedly with a lab. We're not too sure. So I decided to adopt her. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I'll show you who she is. So this is Mocha. I'm tired, eh? She's so tired. Yay. Yeah, she literally just sleeps most of the day. So yeah, I decided to adopt because I feel like it's the better way to go, opposed to, because I decided to adopt because there is so many animals that are in shelters these days, and also it's a lot cheaper to adopt them as well. So pretty much when you adopt them, you pretty much pay like a certain fee, but that covers, they usually are already desexed, microchipped, registered, everything like that. Mocha's not desexed yet. She's going to be this week, just because she was too young to be desexed when I got her. But all the older dogs there, they are usually all desexed and everything like that. If you do adopt a dog, they usually go by, they usually want to know, like, I've been through three different places trying to get a dog, and they all have different requirements, but most of them are just like definitely like fencing, whether or not it's going to be an inside or outside dog, yeah, like all that kind of stuff. If you've got other animals, what else? Yeah, like pretty much that's the main thing, like definitely fencing, because clearly if they're little you don't want them to get out onto the roads or anything, if you live like in town, or even if you live in the countryside near the road. And it goes by like how much space you have as well. And also when adopting a dog, just because it's one of those things, like just because you put your name down for it doesn't mean you're gonna get it. It will go to, like, if someone else applies or like fills in a form for that dog, there's still that chance that they might get that dog over you. Just depends on, like, I know, I don't really know what it goes by, but like that's what happened to me a couple times when I was trying to get a dog. They pretty much was like, they would say that they choose the person who they feel like would be better suited to it, and who'd be better suited to that dog, and who, yeah, pretty much who would be the overall better person for it. So they don't actually, they always put the dogs first in the adoption centres. I also went to an adoption place, and there was a dog there that I wanted, and they ended up saying that I shouldn't have it because it was like one of the older ones and it would be like really hard to train it, and they wouldn't recommend it to a first dog owner. So like that definitely comes into play as well, whether or not you've owned a dog beforehand or not. But yeah, me, I haven't, so they said that it wouldn't be ideal for me to have that dog, which is like understandable, and I actually respect them for saying that to me, that they don't want to like give you the dog and then see that you're going to be over your head because you don't know how to train it or anything like that. But yeah, most adoption places are like that. They will show, they genuinely will show you ones that they think would be suited to you, and also like that would be like more suited to you. Like if you want them more energetic, or if you want them, like what you want them for, whether you want it for like a work dog or like, I don't know, like a pet house dog, like anything like that. So like I've like in high school and everything, there was like the main dogs that I've always wanted, like Samoyeds and Huskies, and then when I went to getting a dog, that just wasn't realistic for me to get, because those dogs need so much exercise that I don't have the time to give them that amount of exercise that they need. But yeah, it definitely depends on people's like living situations and all that kind of stuff as well. But yeah, so pretty much I would say if you are after a dog, definitely look into the adoption centres and see what they've got in there first, in the shelters and everything, because they've got so many dogs, and they just have, since I've been looking for dogs to adopt, I've seen so many go into the adoption places and then go, and then more come in. It's crazy how many they get in there. But yeah, if you are looking for a dog, I would suggest looking into adoption centres first. They might have the breed that you're after, anything like that. Yeah, that's also, if you do go into adoption centres, they usually will have the pictures of all the dogs up on the walls, and you can just look at them all up there. And then sometimes they do have some that they don't have pictures up of and all that kind of stuff, so definitely ask as well if they've got any other ones. Mocha didn't have any, there was no picture of Mocha up on the wall, but I had seen her online and stuff that they had her in there. But yeah, definitely, like, if there's a certain breed you're after, like, I would say get it if it like suits your lifestyle and everything. But yeah, like definitely, like depending on like the hours you work, or like if you travel a lot or anything like that. But yeah, Mocha's been pretty good. I've had her for 3 weeks now. It's crazy. But I think it's definitely better to adopt because they're so much cheaper as well, unless you're after a purebred. Like, I've never seen purebreds in the adoption centres. They usually just have like mixed breeds. But yeah, definitely if you're after a mixed breed of whatever breed you're looking for, I'd definitely say check out the adoption centres first, because they come across a lot cheaper than what you would see to buy them online or anything like that. And that's what I found before I went in and adopted a dog. I looked up online every dog possible to see what price range they were in, and then it was just ridiculous what price ranges that they're in. But yeah, my main thing that I wanted was a lab. But yeah, I wanted a French bulldog, but then I want my dog to be like a family dog and a guard dog and all that kind of stuff. And like, to me, a French bulldog just, it's little, it's not going to be much of a guard dog and everything. So yeah, I decided to get a bigger dog instead. And also French bulldogs in New Zealand cost so much. Someone is here, that's scary. Just neighbours. Yeah, they retail from about $1,000 to $6,000. Like, it's insane how expensive they are. And then they're also there's also a thing in New Zealand about French bulldogs and pugs as well, that they're not going to be for sale anymore because of how they're bred and everything, and they can't breathe properly and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I decided I wanted a Labrador, and it just so happened that Mocha may be part lab, even if she's not. Like, I still love her to bits. But yeah, she's kind of just like the dog for me. I felt like when I saw her and stuff, it was like, yeah, I want to take her home with me. But that was like, it was crazy because when I did go in to adopt her, so I'd gone on there like a few weeks prior and put my name down for another dog that was a Labrador Cross, and then I ended up getting a phone call back and saying that I never got her, somebody else got her. I didn't ask why. I guess it was just because they were better suited for her than what I was. Yeah, so pretty much I ended up going in a couple of weeks later, and we asked if there's any more than the pictures that were already up there, and they said that there were 3 Hunterways Cross. So we went and had a look at them, and there was one that I really wanted, which was Mocha, and she was like the fluffiest out of the three of them and everything. So I ended up, I wanted her and my dad wanted one of her sisters that was there. So we went back into the waiting room thing, and my dad like filled out the forms for her, and next thing the lady walks back into the office and she's like to me, Tony, when do you want to take your puppy home? Do you want to take her home today or tomorrow? Like, I was shocked that I got her like right there on the spot, since like the last one that I had applied for or filled out a form for, I had to wait like a week. Oh, that's the thing as well. So different places as well. So like, yeah, I had to wait a week and then I would find out the results. So what they do is you write out a form, and then at the end of the week you'll get, like, especially the place that I went to, that you fill out a form, and then they would say at the end of that week you'd find out whether you got it or not. So in the end, no matter what, the dog will probably be out of there within a week. But yeah, I'm still like in shock how quickly that I got Mocha, like compared to like when I applied for the other one, that Lab Cross, and I never got her. But yeah, like I'm over the moon that I got Mocha. Yeah, it's just a matter of training her up right and everything. There are dogs there that I want to say there are older dogs there as well that may already be a little bit trained and everything. But all in all, it's like you definitely have to find the right dog that suits you and your lifestyle and everything. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. But yeah, Mocha's still asleep too. But yeah, if you're definitely looking for a dog, I'd say check out the adoption centres first, see what they've got in, and they've got new dogs that come in every week. Yeah, so if you're after a specific breed, I would say just keep on the lookout, just because you don't get the first, second, third one that you're wanting to adopt. Definitely still keep an eye out, because yeah, I never got the first like 3 dogs that I wanted, but then like Mocha was the 4th one, and she was like the 2nd one from that one adoption place that I went to, and I got her on the spot, which was so crazy to me. But yeah. So when you adopt a dog, they also come with their vaccinations done. They usually have their first lot, and then you pay for the second lot yourself. So the vaccinations, registration, microchipping and desexing all comes with the price that you pay for the dog, which generally isn't over $200, or it might just be a little bit over $200, like, but it's nowhere near, like, compared to some dogs you would see. Just keep that in mind when you do go and buy a dog, that the ones that you'll see online generally aren't registered or anything like that. I'm not saying don't buy them offline, like if you want the one offline then buy the one offline, but like definitely just think about adopting as well, because those desexing and all that kind of like vaccinations, getting microchipped and everything is quite expensive. And then in the adoption, when you adopt a dog, it's already pretty much all done for you. You just need to pay for the next 1 or 2 lots of vaccinations, and that's it. So even if you get the dog and it's not desexed like Mocha, that doesn't come out of my pocket. The adoption centre's already made an appointment for my dog to go to one of 2 different, there's like 2 different vets that I can take her to, and it's free of charge. I just need to take like a certificate with me to say that I've gotten her from there and everything like that, and that will be completely fine to do. So I don't have to pay for that at all. I just need to pay for like the 2nd and 3rd lot of vaccinations, and then the top-ups throughout the years, and then yeah, but you don't need to pay for the first registration or the microchip. I think there might be like a tiny cost of it until you paying for the dog, but it's nothing compared to what it would be if you paid for that like completely like with any other dog, if that makes sense. But yeah. Are you gonna come and play? Mocha? 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 I'm gonna go back to sleep. Yeah. And I also had to make her like a cute little step so she can get up on my bed. Like she can't get up onto here, so I had to get her another box so she could like jump up for the night and everything, or jump down through the night. Just like that. Ah, Mocha. Hey. Mocha. 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 Come here. Come here. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Hey. Mine. Hey, good girl. What you doing? Come on. Mocha, come on. Come on. It You ready? You ready? Okay, ready? You're tired. Careful. You want to break it. Mocha. Oi. Mocha, what you doing?
God, they had a white shoe that was outside. And they were pulling it around. Both of them were pulling around. Didn't get a kid photo of it though.
All for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and you'll be seeing more of Mocha in my videos to come. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!